guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face on YouTube, my name is Ryan, and don't forget to follow my 3 social medias listed on the down bar. Today's video is going to be the top 10 tips or ways to getting yourself to working with brands on Instagram or YouTube. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that I had like an uploading schedule, I guess you could say. I told myself, okay, I'm gonna upload on this day, and then I'm not going to on this day, and I'm going to again on this day, and I failed miserably. So I am sorry about that, but the reason I decided to film a little bit later is because I actually just got the ring light and like a new tripod and a new mic and everything, and I was kind of just waiting for all of that to come in before I filmed my next video, so my videos would be a little bit more upgraded and like tech savvy, I guess you could say. If you guys don't already follow my blog, it is www.theryanblogs.wordpress.com, and I will link that down below, but I did do an entire written blog post about this topic. I talked about the brands that I work with and how to get yourself to work with those brands. I think that before working with brands on any social media platform, it's important to know a couple of things, so I thought I would put out this video to help you guys out there that you want to get a little bit more followers, you want to get a little bit more publicity, but you're not really sure how to do so. Before I start with my tips or hacks, I did want to talk about one of the brands that I am working with that I just got a PR package from, and that is this company called VYNL. This is what the box looks like when they deliver it to you. Basically what VYNL is a monthly subscription box, so you pay, I believe it's $40 a month, and they send you 3 new records or vinyls based on your music preference, and I think this is such a cool alternative to subscription boxes, how they have like Ipsy and FabFitFun, which is more beauty related, but this one can go for pretty much any music lover. So I decided to partner with them on this and be showing you guys what they sent me. So in order to make your subscription box, you actually have to fill out a little questionnaire type thing where they ask you questions about your music taste, and you can tell them types of music you do and don't like. So for me, I am a big alternative indie rock person. I like some rap, I like Chance the Rapper, and I like a little bit of like everyday pop that's on like Kiss FM and stuff. So the first album that they sent me is Sonder. This one is actually a little bit different than my music taste, but I did talk about liking this when I filled out the survey or questionnaire, and I'm actually really excited for this one. This one's kind of like alternative with a jazz slash like slow music twist on it, so I'm super excited to try this one out. Next one they sent me is The Killers, and this one is Sam's Town. This one is the limited edition picture disc, which was so cool to get, and they actually wrote me like a handwritten little note when they sent me the PR package, and it was basically just saying like thank you and welcome to VYNL, and they talked about giving me this one, so thank you VYNL. I am super appreciative of this, and I am so excited to listen to it. Then the next one they sent me is Alopecia, and this is what the front looks like, and this is what the back looks like. The art on this is super nice, and this is another one that I'm so excited to use. I actually have a Crosley record player. It's like the old-fashioned looking one, so it's like a 5-in-1 radio stereo type record player, if anyone is wondering. But I cannot wait to try these out. So once again, thank you VYNL for sending me these. I will be writing a blog review about them very shortly as to what I like about the company in general, and also about all 3 of the vinyls and how I like the music. So don't forget to go ahead and check that out. And then this is the handwritten note, and they actually wrote to me, "Hey Ryan, welcome. Since you picked Sonder, I'm hooking you up with the bedroom R&B NSFW debut Into. Comes on the vinyl exclusive buttercream yellow. Next, I see you're a Killers fan, so check out this picture of pictured disc of Sam's Town, some of my favorite songs on this album, and thought you'd appreciate this classic album Alopecia from Alt Rockers. Why? It's confessional, emotional, and 100% genre defying. Check it out and let us know what you think. VYNL. So this is super cute to always receive. I really like when brands get personal and they send you a little handwritten note that is actually written by somebody. So thank you so much, VYNL, for sending me such an amazing box. I can't wait to do the review for that on my blog, and I also can't wait to actually listen to those records and open them up. So definitely go ahead and check out VYNL if you guys haven't already. Once again, it is a monthly subscription box, and it is VYNL. Yeah, and without further ado, let's get into the video. And this is the top 10 things I think you should know before working with brands on social media. Okay, tip number 1 is that working with brands on social media should be a mutual agreement or contract, or however you want to call it. It should be mutual. You should be getting something, and so should the brand. Basically what I mean by that is they should either be paying you or giving you free product, and you should be writing good reviews and thorough reviews or videos for them showcasing their product. You should never work with a brand that isn't going to help you. So working with these brands not only boosts your followers and how many people see your stuff, it also boosts theirs. So you shouldn't be working with a brand that makes you buy their product and then doesn't pay you or doesn't help you. For example, I worked with Bloom Daily Planners, and if you guys haven't checked them out, definitely check them out for your back to school planner needs. But I worked with them, and our mutual agreement was they were sending me free product and I was doing a review for them, and I did one on my Instagram story and I also did one on my blog, and that is how it should kind of work. And if you end up having to buy the product and do a review for them, they should be paying you. I mean, you shouldn't expect to be making money, especially with some of the brands you're working with, but if you're not making money, you should be getting the product for free, and it should be an equal trade-off. Tip number 2, don't always expect a yes from brands. You're going to have to reach out to a lot of brands to try and get yourself out there, but most of the time they're going to say no, that they don't want to collab with you, they don't want to work with you, and it doesn't mean that they don't like you. It just kind of, they might not have the funds for it, or they just don't really want to collab with anybody at the time, and that's perfectly okay because there's lots of other brands who do want to work with you and who are willing to send you some cool stuff for you to review. Number 3, change your email. If you are trying to work with a business or a brand and your email is cutegirl27@yahoo, I'm really sorry if that's somebody's email, whoever it is, I'm sorry. But if you try and email a brand and you just don't seem very professional, you don't seem very reliable, they're automatically not going to work with you. So I ended up changing my email and actually creating a new one specifically for interacting with other brands and other businesses, just so 1, it's easier for you to see, and 2, it's definitely better for the brand to see, like, okay, she or he has their own little section just for us. They are dedicated to doing this and they are reliable. Tip number 4, don't leave your subject line on your email blank. And I know that sounds really weird, but these brands get a ton of emails every day, whether it's just customers that have questions or other people who are trying to collab with them, and they're gonna skim through your email if you don't have a subject line. So for me, I usually put collaboration proposal as my subject line, and I start my email off with, hello, my name is Ryan, here's my Instagram, here's my YouTube, here's what I want to do, would you guys like to work with me? And basically, in a more professional way, you want to list out what you want, what you're willing to give them, and how everything should play out. Okay, my tip number 5 is that you should probably have at least 1,000 followers on whatever social media you're trying to work with them with, if that makes sense. So if you're trying to work with a brand on Instagram, you should probably have 1,000 followers, if not more, in order to email them or kind of message them. I'm not saying that it's required to have a certain amount of followers on your Instagram to work with them, but that brand may not want to work with you if you don't have a lot of followers, because they may feel that working with you isn't going to get them a lot of views on their product. However, if you do have 1,000 followers or even less and you still want to try, the best way to gain or boost followers is probably to stay active on your social media. So for me, I use Instagram a lot more than I use Twitter. So staying active on my Instagram story pretty much every day, and even though I need to try harder, I try to post consistently on my actual feed, and I think that's a good way to boost followers. If not, if you are in the market to actually really want to get serious about how many followers you have, Twitter now has that promote button where you can pay them to promote your stuff on their timeline and on other people's timelines. So if you're really into that, you can always go that way too. My tip number 6 is to find brands that correspond with your feed and your content. So I worked with VYNL, I write about music, I like music obviously. I also worked with Bloom Daily Planners. I'm gonna be a college student, obviously. I do a lot of college content, so those brands make sense for me to work with. I don't see myself working with, I don't know, a skateboard company. I'm just throwing a random example out there. I think it makes people look kind of desperate, you can say, if they're working with brands that don't even make sense with what they're into. So definitely stick to your main topics and stuff that you actually are interested and passionate about. Tip number 7, do not come into this thinking that you're going to be famous or you're going to make a lot of money, because chances are none of that's going to happen. And if it does, that's awesome. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's always bad to come into working with social media and working with other people thinking or craving and wanting fame and fortune, when normally that doesn't happen. So you should be doing this because you think it's fun and enjoyable, not because you hope to have 1 million followers one day. Tip number 8, oh my god, that's 9. 8, tip number 8, we know how to count, is it's okay to not make money. I right now am not making any money off of these brands. I'm getting sent free product, and that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, you're getting awesome products, especially if these are brands that you like, brands that you're into. It doesn't matter if you're making money or not making money, you're still getting something out of it. You're still getting networking experience and social experience, and it is still good for you. So you don't need to stress about not making money. And right now, when you're just starting out, it shouldn't even be a priority. My tip number 9, now we can put up this many fingers, yay. Okay, my tip number 9 is don't try and work with all these brands. So don't email a ton of brands at once and wait for them to all respond and then kind of pick and choose. What I would do is email the brands. If they say no, then you can move on to another one. If they say yes, maybe cut it back 1 or 2. I just think it's a little bit, like I said earlier, desperate when you have tons and tons of brands that you're working with. I think you should stick to a core couple of maybe like 5 to 7 max, I would say. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, if you want to work with more brands, you can. I just think that it's always good to stay consistent with a core amount or like a couple amount of brands. And tip number 10, my final tip of this video, is to have fun doing this. This shouldn't stress you out. I mean, it's supposed to be fun. Get the social media experience you want, get the advertising experience that you want, and have a good time doing it. Most importantly, don't let anyone knock you down for doing your passion. So if people try and make fun of you for, working with brands, you're just getting yourself out there more than they are. So have a good time and enjoy it, and don't get stressed out about it. And that, my friends, is my 10 tips and hacks to working with brands on social media. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Also, I will link down below VYNL's website and Bloom Daily Planner's websites. I do have a couple more brands I'm going to start working with to come, but that will be a surprise for future videos. Hopefully I can get you guys like a discount code or something fun like that. Also, comment down below what Instagram brands or Twitter, social media brands in general you guys are working with. I would love to hear if you guys are working with any, or if this video helped you get yourself out there to go ahead and work with them. If you guys have any questions, obviously leave them down below as well. And if you haven't already, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit the post notification buttons to get notified whenever I post a new video. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching.